We are live once again from our full setup. Just making sure everything's working here from the full studio. Sorry that we lost connection for a little bit. We now have a system where if I lose internet, we can at least go back live. So that's good to hear from now, or for now. So we got that figured out. We should be good to go now for the rest of the night, on and off. Hopefully I don't lose internet for a while. But that's what we're sitting with now. So we're here. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. A tornado warning across northern Pike County, northern Walthall County, southeastern Lincoln County, and southern Lawrence County. Please be in your safe spot. I cannot stress that enough. This is not a night where we're going to be able to really see tornadoes or know for sure where they are on the ground, but plenty of areas of rotation along this tornado warning that spans for those areas that I just mentioned. And so welcome back to the live stream. I think we're good. I hope everyone can hear me. Yep, sorry, we went through a pretty rough storm there for a second here in Jasper County. So we're completely good now. You can tell people to get back on the live stream. If I cut out, we now have a system with Jacob where he can stream the radar and then I can talk, because I had internet on my phone the whole time, did not have internet on the computer the whole time. And so that's how we're sitting there. So the live stream might cut out a little bit, but for the most part, my voice should still be here. If you will, make sure to like and share the live stream, because this is technically a new live stream, to make sure we get that information out for people. So, serious situation here. Tornado possible tags on all these severe thunderstorm warnings. I think we're good for the most part, though. I'm going to lower the bit rate just a little bit. Looks like we're having a little bit of freezing. But for the most part, I think we're good. And so that's good, as that storm has now passed through Jasper County. So all these severe thunderstorm warnings across this line, spanning basically from Hazelhurst all the way to Baton Rouge, all have a tornado possible tag on them for right now. That means basically if you're in these severe thunderstorm warnings, be ready for a tornado at any time, just because with the system that's coming through, it's a squall line event. And in these squall line events, you know how it is. You get quick spin up tornadoes before a warning can even be issued. I definitely want to thank my team here at Magnolia State Weather for at least getting stuff figured out here for these live streams whenever we go out and lose power or whatever it may be. But it definitely got hairy there for a second here. Okay, so here's our radar across this tornado warned area. Trying to pull up the reflectivity. Really, not only are we having internet problems, apparently the radar sites are having internet problems, because, I mean, just not able to get any radar data. But look at here. Wow, this is over the community of Bristerville. This is in southwestern Lincoln County. That's a very tight area of rotation. Wow, that's a very tight area of rotation. This is over Bristerville right now, basically over Verna right now. This is going to cross over Mississippi Highway 44 right now. So if you're in Sartonville, if you're in northern Walthall County, you need to be in your safe spot. That is a very tight area of rotation. That is a very tight area of rotation. Not seeing anything from the correlation coefficient, so that's good. But that's definitely a very impressive area of rotation there. If you know anybody there in southern Lincoln County, in southern Lawrence County, in northern Walthall County, tell them to be in their safe spot, because that is a very impressive area of rotation on a squall line. Very impressive right there. Gonna see if we can get some different views of this on some radar sites. But I mean, that's textbook when it comes to a squall line. Bright reds with bright greens. That's not what you want to see. Very obvious area of rotation there. Over Highway 44 and over Mississippi Highway 583 between Ruth and Enon. Update for Amite County. Over there in Amite County, I think you're mostly out of the thick of it over there. Looks like for the most part that line has now moved off. Maybe for areas in southeastern Amite County, still stay ready. But for the most part, all the major severe stuff has moved out of Emmett County and into Pike County now. Seeing some very strong storms now spanning all the way from Georgetown down through Magnolia for now. So once again, if you're tuning in once again, sorry that we lost internet. Luckily, we found a system where as soon as I lose internet, we can have a live stream come back up with Jacob, and I'll be able to talk to you. So definitely ready now, just in case I lose internet again. We're ready to go and to keep you informed here. Just make sure you're refreshing the Facebook page, refreshing the Facebook, and we'll be back on as soon as we can. It shouldn't take as long anymore. So for everyone that's tuning back in, make sure to like and share the new live stream. That's the easiest way we're going to get this out to people. But thank you for tuning in. Over 30 people so far right now, and I know we had nearly 60 earlier. This is the best we've ever had with Magnolia State weather. Thank you for trusting a meteorology student. And Jacob, are you there? I can't hear you in my ear. All right, thank you. Yeah, this is obvious area of rotation here. If you're in southern Lawrence County, please be in your safe spot, because even if a tornado is not on the ground right now, this looks like a fairly obvious embedded supercell there entering southern Lawrence County right now. Like I said, this is over. This is now over Topeka, over JS right now. This is going to cross over Mississippi Highway 44 and Mississippi Highway 27 here very soon, heading towards Tilton, heading towards White Bluff, and heading towards Thorntonville over there in southern Lawrence County and northern Jeff Davis County. And now we have a new tornado warning here. This includes Emmett City. And so this expires in 48 minutes. This is radar indicated. This is for St. Helena Parish, Livingston Parish, East Valenciana Parish, Tangipahoa Parish, and East Baton Rouge Parish. And that is for radar indicated rotation. We'll take a look at the velocity here. Yeah, definitely two different areas of rotation here. Basically over McKnight Crossing, and this is crossing over Baywood right now there in Louisiana. This is along Highway 37, moving off to the east. This will head towards Montpelier and head towards Roseland, Emmett City, and Independence there in Louisiana. So please be in your safe spot with these storms. And I know I keep saying be in your safe spot, but there's just so many areas of rotation with these that could spin up a tornado very quickly. Luckily, I'm not seeing anything in terms of actual confirmed tornadoes right now. And I know Jacob would be in my ear as soon as we hear anything about that. But lots of areas of rotation here. And that's what I was afraid about. While we might not get many confirmed tornadoes, we are definitely going to get many tornado warnings tonight with this system. And new severe thunderstorm warning. This includes all of Jeff Davis County, all of Covington County, all of Walthall County, and what is that? Most of Forest County. So Columbia, Prentiss, Collins, Sumrall, you're included in this severe thunderstorm warning. Bassfield, you're in this. This is for a tornado possible and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is a considerable tornado warning. Not tornado warning, sorry. Severe thunderstorm warning. So, Jacob, if we can get that one posted, because that one's considerable, that would be great. All right, thank you. So, like I said, let everyone know now that's in this new severe thunderstorm warning. If you know people that are near Prentiss, Collins, Columbia, Sumrall, Bassfield, let them know 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts is a very real possibility here in the next hour as this storm now enters the Pine Belt region of Mississippi. But can't forget these tornado warnings, especially, I mean, these look really strong down here in Louisiana. This is over McKnight Crossing, crossing into Bluff Creek and Grangeville. And then the one to the south of that, moving into Baywood right now, that's going to head towards Montpelier, Roseland, Emmett City, and Independence here in the next few minutes. But then can't forget these tornado warnings in southern Mississippi. If you're in northern Walthall County, if you're in southern Lawrence County, be in your safe space. I mean, this rotation is still there over JS, moving across Mississippi Highway 44 and Mississippi Highway 27 right now. Very serious situation there, because that's a very well-defined area of rotation, if we're going to be honest. And I'm sorry that the radar doesn't look great. I know you're not seeing bright reds or bright greens next to each other on the radar, but there's been lots of interference with these radars all night. And so what you're seeing here is just overall strong winds rotating. I know it's hard to see on radar. It doesn't look normal, but I can definitely tell you that that appears to be a very strong area of rotation there in southern Lawrence County. I mean, look at that. We have to take a look at the correlation coefficient here. Not seeing any debris being lofted. It would be hard to see anything because the radar is extremely contaminated there. But very strong storms moving across this line all the way from, I mean, this spans all the way up to Florence, Mississippi, all the way down through Magnolia, and then you have a secondary part of this line spanning from Liberty all the way down through Baton Rouge right now. If you have any questions, anything that I can clear up, please put it in the chat. I'll answer them as quickly as I can. Luckily, it looks like we're going to keep signal here in Bay Springs for a while. I think it looks like the worst of the worst is actually already past us for here. So that's good. Still expecting some heavy rain here, but I think we might be good for the live stream there, Jacob. Hopefully we don't have to go back to the other plan. If you think it's easier for yourself to watch on YouTube, maybe you can load it on a smart TV. Look up Magnolia State weather on YouTube, and then you can easily put it on a TV. You'll easily have our live stream accessible on a TV. You can do that on your TV or on your phone, a tablet, whatever it may be. If you want to, put it on your TV. It'd be the easiest thing to do than keeping it on your handheld. But yeah, I'm still considering this. That's on the Lawrence County, Walthall County line. This is going over Sartonville. Let's please act as if there's a tornado on the ground here, because I mean, still very obvious area of rotation there in a squall line moving to the east. This is about to enter into Marion County. So if you're in northwestern Marion County near White Bluff or near Holly Springs, I would suggest getting ready to get in your safe spot, because I mean, this is a fairly obvious area of rotation for a squall line. I know it doesn't look like a classic area of rotation that you're normally going to see on radar, but there's lots of radar interference going on tonight. And so I promise you there's definitely an area of rotation you need to be worried about right there, especially since, I mean, we're seeing kind of this disturbance in the line here. Normally, when you see a squall line that's straight, normally that is normally signs that there's not a lot of rotation going on there. But this line has lots of breaks in it, which is showing me there's lots of embedded supercells, lots of rotation there across this line. We're also following this tornado warning that includes Mitt City. This is basically over Louisiana Highway 16 now in Pine Grove. This is moving towards Montpelier and towards Georgeville. This will be over the community of Pine Grove within the next 3 minutes. This is nearing Louisiana Highway 449. And I know many people in South Mississippi definitely have relatives there in the Florida parishes of Louisiana, so that's why we also include them now in our coverage, because, I mean, to be fair, any weather that impacts them there in the Florida parishes of Louisiana usually also impacts us here in southern Mississippi. So is the Jackson radar down right now? No, it's back. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's a very broad area of rotation now, crossing over Highway 27, but that's moving off to the east towards White Bluff and towards Holly Springs. This is Holly Springs in Marion County, not Holly Springs in North Mississippi, but definitely well-defined area of rotation right there, moving off to the east. And so this is going to continue for the next several hours in regards to dealing with all this rotation along this line. And really, I only think that this line is going to get stronger here for the next several hours. But this line did start strengthening fairly early. Jacob, do you still have me on the live stream? Looks like they just updated the tornado watch. Yeah. So we're good there. Still, 3 tornado warnings right now. One of those is really one combined tornado warning, but this is between the National Weather Service of Jackson and New Orleans. So that's why it's appearing as 2. If you're in southern Lawrence County, southern Jeff Davis County, or northern Marion County, get ready. This is about to move straight into your area in the next few minutes. Overall, looking at the reflectivity, nothing really pointing out to me that, I mean, you're not going to have a hook there, but yeah. Thank you, Ty. Ty just texted me and told me we're live. New tornado warning. That is a massive tornado warning. This includes most of Jeff Davis County and northern Marion County. So big tornado warning. And I think we're going to continue to see them do this all night. Not that I agree with it, but they're going to keep issuing tornado warnings along this line all night. So you're definitely going to see tornado warnings throughout the night, but new tornado warning there. That includes eastern Lawrence County, basically most of Jeff Davis County, and northern Marion County there. New tornado warning. So this is north of the Louisiana tornado warning. This includes Tangipahoa, the community of Tangipahoa. This is over the community of Liverpool right now. They're in Louisiana. This is over Louisiana Highway 440 and over Louisiana Highway 38, moving off to the southeast. So this includes St. Helena Parish and Tangipahoa Parish. They're in southeastern Louisiana. And that is moving off to the southeast. This is in a bigger severe thunderstorm warning that includes a tornado possible tag across this entire line. 70-mile-an-hour winds. Those are very high wind gusts. So even if you're not in the middle of a tornado warning, those wind gusts will take out a small building. Those wind gusts will take down trees. So that's what we're looking at tonight. And really, I think the National Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center has nailed the wind forecast tonight. Because, I mean, these are some serious winds we're seeing along this line. Not seeing any damage reports as of right now, but that's what we're seeing for now. Jacob, can you remind me what county Foxworth is in? I believe that's outside of Columbia, right? Yeah, that is. I'm almost certain on that. It's near Kokomo. All right. Okay, if for that one there in Foxworth, just know there's a tornado warning more than likely right to your north. Be ready to get in your safe spot because there is basically a huge line with damaging winds and really the chance of producing a tornado at any second there in Foxworth. So be ready for anything there. Lots of tornado warnings moving through into this area. We'll probably end up in one here in the next few minutes. So anyways, really 4 different tornado warnings in our area, but also, I mean, I know we keep having all these tornado warnings, but we don't even have a confirmed tornado warning from this. Just lots of little areas of rotation. I want to point out these severe thunderstorm warnings because they're all for tornadoes possible. If you're in any of these severe thunderstorm warnings, be ready for a tornado at any point. Because you know how it is in Mississippi with these squall line events. They come through and it feels like a tornado is hitting basically any time anyway. And so tornadoes are possible. Some small hail, roughly penny-sized hail, that's not a severe characteristic. But 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts with this line, with both of these severe thunderstorm warnings. So definitely something you got to look out for there. Right now, we don't really have any sky cams that we could put on these. I don't think it's really necessary as of right now. Maybe when... We don't have access to that. As these near Laurel and Hattiesburg, I know we'll have some sky cams on these, but for now, we'll have to deal with this on radar. So, like I said, plenty of areas of rotation on this. We'll go back to the velocity here. Still impressed with this area of rotation that's entering southern Jeff Davis County and northern Marion County. Overall, I don't think we've had a tornado warning, a tornado from this, a confirmed tornado from this, but for the most part, definitely seeing a big area of rotation there, and we're seeing the same thing down there in Louisiana. Right now, that's over Highway 16, and also another one to the north over Highway 440 as those move off towards Amit City. So all these tornado warnings are all radar indicated. None of these have a confirmed tornado with them, and so that's a good thing. I think we've only had one confirmed tornado all day. I could be wrong on that. Don't fact check me on that. But I think we've only had one confirmed tornado warning, at least with us down here in the south, and that was in Louisiana earlier. So luckily, no confirmed tornadoes on this. But really, I don't think the tornadoes are the largest threat with this system. I think it's that damaging wind. So here's what I need from everyone watching. If you get any damage pictures, if you get any video, send them into either my DMs here at Magnolia State Weather, or go to the Magnolia State Weather community on Facebook, and you can send them in there, and we'll be able to show them on the live stream, and that'll be the easiest way for us to get information across, direct information across to everyone viewing. And so just remember, if you're watching this on Facebook and it's easier for you to put this up on a TV, if you look up Magnolia State Weather on YouTube, if you go there, it'll be on YouTube and you'll be able to put it on a TV. If we lose connection, we'll be back as soon as we can with the main setup. But luckily, it looks like the worst of the worst weather has maybe passed, hopefully, here in Jasper County. So hopefully we don't lose the main setup once again. So many different tornado warnings here, 2 big severe thunderstorm warnings here. And all of those are for tornadoes being possible and for 70-mile-an-hour winds. So I know I'm not staring at these tornado warnings right now, but really every single one of these tornado warnings needs to be treated the same because they all have about the same level of rotation with them. So treat all of these as if there's a tornado on the ground. Please be in your safe spot, mainly because basically all these tornado warnings look like they could produce a tornado at any given moment. And so be ready for that. But even if a tornado does not hit you, 70-mile-an-hour winds can take down trees. So that's probably why you need to be in your safe spot, because if a tree goes down, you don't know where it's going to land. So anyways, if you're just tuning in, I know this is a new live stream than earlier. Make sure you like and share the live stream. It's the easiest way for us to get information out and the easiest way for us to grow here at Magnolia State Weather. Thank you in advance for that. I cannot thank you for everyone that's watching right now, but trying to stick with business right now as these storms are moving through our area. And so here's where we're sitting across the area. Oh, whoa, what is that? Hold on, I just saw this. This looks like hook on this storm here in Louisiana. Hold on, I was about to play through that. Let's look at the velocity here. That's a fat area of rotation there. New tornado watch issued. I think that extends the tornado watch through all of or through all the remaining areas of Mississippi that could be impacted with this. Or I think they cut it off. Yeah, they cut off the tornado watch in portions of southwestern Mississippi. We'll look at that later. Definitely a large area of our observed tornado. PDS tornado warning. Tornado on the ground in Louisiana. I thought that hook looked bad. So that tornado finally touched down. So if you're in Tangipahoa, in Chesbro, in Arcola, or in Roseland, Louisiana, be in your safe space. I knew that looked like it formed up pretty quickly. Yeah, that's a hook. That's why it caught my eye. You can see an obvious hook here on radar. That's a PDS tornado warning. That's a tornado on the ground there in Louisiana. Obvious hook there. So that is a confirmed tornado there. Observe, this is a particularly dangerous situation. So this is a considerable tornado warning. This is basically one of the highest levels of tornado warnings you can have. Let's look at the correlation coefficient, see what we can see on the radar there. It's hard to see. Have we seen debris being lofted on the debris radar? Let's see. If you're in Tangipahoa, please be in your safe spot. This is basically over Highway 440 and Highway 441 right now. And this is about to move into Tangipahoa Parish. This is for St. Helena and Tangipahoa Parish. I believe we just had an update on that Walthall County tornado warning. Yeah, they cut off portions of that tornado warning there in Walthall County. But yes, tornado on the ground here in the Florida parishes of Louisiana, moving from St. Helena Parish into Tangipahoa Parish. This is about to cross over Interstate 55 here in the next few minutes. Sorry that I had to cut down to this tornado warning, but this one's on the ground. Yeah. Unmarked tornado near Sontag. Saw a funnel. I'll wait to see if we get any confirmations on that. Definitely know there's probably been several areas of rotation tonight that have miraculously not made it to the ground. So if you know anybody here in St. Helena and Tangipahoa parishes, let them know tornado on the ground right now, moving towards the community or the town of Tangipahoa, and this will quickly cross Interstate 55 here in the next few minutes. Overall, I'm sorry I can't show you much on radar here, but it looks like that the area of rotation really looks like these storms are just so contaminated. Radar is kind of all over the place with these, but confirmed tornado on this there in Tangipahoa Parish and St. Helena Parish. Anyways, moving up to the north once again, a big tornado warning that includes Prentiss, Columbia, northern Marion County, and most of Jeff Davis County, and that's for a large line bringing with it 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and possibly tornadoes. And so we've only had one confirmed tornado so far. But luckily, that's all we've had so far, and we hope to keep it that way. And I hope everyone there in St. Helena Parish is okay. Radar's not updating on us. Sorry, not only are we going through radar, I have plenty of internet here. Looks like the radar site's struggling a little bit. Maybe it's just Radar Omega. Don't know how your Radar Omega is doing there, Jacob. Oh, here we go. Yeah, National Weather Service Jackson's radar is kind of struggling a little bit. Here's what I want to point out. Here outside Progress, between Progress and Carson, obvious area of rotation right here. This is going to move towards Carson and Bassfield here in the next few minutes there in Jeff Davis County. I'd be worried about this area of rotation. This looks to be one of the most obvious areas of rotation along this line, and this is in that tornado warning. So if you're in southern Jeff Davis County, please be in your safe spot. And really, if you're in any of these tornado warnings for right now, you need to be in your safe spot. Yeah, it looks like Jackson's struggling pretty hard. That radar site's struggling. Okay, it looks like the National Weather Service in New Orleans is now saying that that tornado is no longer on the ground there north of Emmett City. Trying to load it up for you, but unfortunately nothing's loading here. Give me 1 second. Let me restart. Let me restart the radar program here in a second. Don't know what's going on with this. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Let me get a camera pulled up just for 2 seconds. Let's just go with a camera here looking west for 2 seconds while I restart the stream, or while I restart Radar Omega. Sorry about this. Give me 1 second. Looks like while we're going through weather here, it looks like also we're having issues connecting to the radar software just a little bit. Sorry about that. Seems like the National Weather Service offices might be, not the National Weather Service offices, but the radar towers are really struggling right now. We have some damage reports now. We'll look at that here in just a second. The live stream's doing fine. Okay, there we go. We're back now. We're good there. All right, so here we are. I have a backup plan in case Radar Omega goes down, so be ready for that. And so, still multiple tornado warnings on this. Luckily, no more confirmed warnings for now. We did have a confirmed tornado warning over near Greensburg, basically between Greensburg and Kentwood, Louisiana. That is gone for now. We have several storm reports. One is south of Meadville. That is for a tree down over Meadville Gloucester Road. That is south of Meadville. Then we have another one 2 miles northeast of Auburn, Mississippi. Trees and power lines down, according to the Emergency Management Association. And then we have one more south southeast of Smithdale. This is for damage reported on Highway 570, 569, and Thompson Road. Possible tornado there in Smithdale, or outside of Thompson, I should say. So we might have had a tornado go through Emmett County back where one of those warnings was. Another tornado on the ground, according to this. Observed tornado warning entering Roseland and Arcola, Louisiana. Like I said, if you're in any of these tornado warnings, this is why you need to take these seriously, because these are really spinning up fairly fast. Is your radar Omega also struggling, Jacob? Like heavily? Yeah. Because everyone and their brother's trying to use it. Here. Let me get ready to switch radar sites here if I need to. I'm hoping I don't need to. Okay. It's not an internet problem. Why is this not up? Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about. I literally can't load it. Rating in Taylorsville right now. What's going on? Okay, we're back. I think Baton Rouge radar is having problems. Okay, yeah, I think what actually just happened is I think we might have lost the Baton Rouge radar. Um, and so that's what's going on there. Yeah, Flint. Yeah, so now we're figuring out what's going on now. Baton Rouge radar, I think, at least in Hammond, I think they're having problems. Um, so we're back now. Sorry about that. We were trying to figure out why the radar is not working. Jackson's working fine, is what it seems like. But look at all these areas of rotation. One outside of Carson, one outside of Bassfield, and another south of that. So if you're in this tornado warning, especially there in Jeff Davis County, please be in that interior room, be in that closet, whatever it may be, because honestly, we saw maybe a spin up tornado over there in Emmett County, but also we're seeing confirmed tornadoes down near Emmett City in Louisiana. So sorry we can't get anything on the Baton Rouge radar down there. I think it finally, yeah, we finally have signal once again. So we could have a tornado on the ground entering Roseland, Louisiana as we speak. Looks like that just came back, and it did. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hold on. Look at that. That's an embedded supercell. Very serious situation there. I expect this to get extended here soon. Definitely looks like a cell that's producing a tornado there just north of Roseland, Louisiana. That just crossed over Interstate 55. That's an observed tornado warning. This should get expanded farther into Tangipahoa Parish here very soon, and possibly even into Washington Parish in um, in Mississippi very soon. Hold on, I think I forgot to fix something. Give me 1 second, guys. Um, if you're in Roseland, please be in your safe spot. That looks like a very dangerous situation there in Louisiana. New severe thunderstorm warning for a tornado possible for Livingston, St. Helena, Tangipahoa, and Washington County or Washington parishes in Louisiana. I knew that that was coming soon. That's for sure. Mhm. Trying to load up correlation coefficient here. Yeah, that looks like maybe a little bit of debris being lofted on radar. Hard to tell. Maybe not. Let's hope that there's debris not being lofted with this one. But overall, definitely a strong storm entering the Roseland area. What is going on? Why are we behind now? Okay. We'll go back up to these storms to the north. Sorry that we're having some technical problems, but I think this is overall throughout all the weather stuff for now. I don't think this is on our end. Observed tornado warning for Livingston and Tangipahoa Parish. That is down there on that storm that's really near Baton Rouge. This is just north of Hammond. This is moving into Tickfall, just to the south of Independence, Louisiana. This is really near the radar site, but the radar site not really helping us out here. Looks like we're having some big technical problems down there in Louisiana. I mean, is it just not updating? There we go. Yeah, it went out for a second. Looking at the reflectivity, definitely looks like a hook here on radar, but another confirmed tornado. This is basically over Louisiana Highway 1063 right now. It's moving off to the east towards Louisiana Highway 442 and moving off towards Tickfall, Louisiana. New tornado warning. New tornado warning now. This includes the southern portion of Marion County. This is for a radar indicated rotation, I think over Tylertown right now. Yeah, I mean, just looking at this line, there's areas of rotation everywhere in here. And honestly, you got a big area of rotation over Morgantown, area of rotation entering Bassfield. It's really hard to tell where exactly any tornadoes would be at up in here. So if you're in any of these tornado warnings, that's why I'm telling you to be in your safe spot. I cannot tell you anywhere along this line where I'm confident a tornado is or isn't. I'm sorry, I can't tell you that, but at the end of the day, you can only know so much with the radar. But yes, tornado warning now for southern southern Marion County, not Jeff Davis. So this is quickly racing off to the east, which is good in terms of how quick it's moving. Unfortunately, that's causing damaging winds, but hopefully this gets on out of here before it's able to make too many impacts. But still, I mean, I'm shocked that they're not extending some of these tornado warnings down there in Louisiana. Both of those observed in Louisiana. Looking at the correlation coefficient, I mean, some of this stuff's just not loading from the Hammond radar. Sorry, I'm trying to get anything we can with these radar sites. Not seeing any debris being lofted anymore with those two tornado warnings in Louisiana, but just know if you're in either of those tornado warnings, that there's possibly tornadoes on the ground there in Louisiana. I really don't understand why we don't have a tornado warning issued farther into Tangipahoa Parish for both of those, if I'm going to be honest. So if you're in that severe thunderstorm warning, that includes all of Tangipahoa Parish, new tornado warning now, just to the east of Kentwood and to the west of Franklinton. We'll look at that here in just a second. Oh, observed. Okay, thank you, Jacob, on that one. This new tornado warning is now for an observed tornado in northern Tangipahoa Parish, and this is actually moving into Washington Parish. So remember how I told you the National Weather Service might not issue a tornado warning until one's on the ground? Perfect example of that. This is for an observed tornado now. If we look at the velocity, I mean, the radar is just not working with us here. All sorts of data issues here. Looking at the correlation coefficient, not seeing anything either. Yeah, so observed tornado there west or east of Kentwood. This is over Louisiana Highway 38 right now, moving towards the communities of Sunny Hill, Porter's Curve, and Bailey. And this will eventually be moving towards Franklinton, Louisiana. 5 tornado warnings right now. 3 of those are confirmed. Luckily, none of those in Mississippi are confirmed as of right now. Here, I got to bring up a Skycam once again. I got to restart the application. Don't know what's going on with that. here very soon we'll be able to get some sky cams on these, which will be very good for us here in terms of seeing what's going on right now. But as these near Jones County and Hattiesburg, we'll be able to get some cameras on these very, very soon. I'm just going to bring this up for 2 seconds so that I can fix a few things. So give me 1 second. New tornado warning. Yep. New tornado warning that I said that they were going to possibly expand. I'll bring that up now. This includes Holton, Louisiana, Hustler, Louisiana, and all the way down till almost Washington Parish. And so this is over Louisiana Highway 1061 right now and Louisiana Highway 16 right now as it moves off to the southeast. So that's an extension of that tornado warning there. Now let's see if I can fix this real quick. Sorry, I do not believe that this is an equipment problem on our part. I think that multiple things from the National Weather Service is struggling right now. So we're trying to work around that for now. It looks like we're good now. Okay, let's bring back the radar. Remember, like I said, if you're watching on Facebook and you would rather watch on a TV, we are live with Magnolia State Weather on YouTube. So if you need to do that, just know we are live on YouTube. Are you having a glitch with yours, Jacob, where like you click onto the Hammond radar and it's just like an hour behind for some reason? Okay, mine's even worse. So we'll bring back to the radar now. So we're having issues with the Hammond, Louisiana radar. Don't know why. So we're only able to work with so much on this in terms of radars, mainly with the Jackson radar. But luckily soon this will all be moving closer to the Mobile radar. And so we'll have more coverage of that for now. Jacob, some point soon we might have to... Oh, tornado warning just extended. Oh, wow. Look at that over Bassfield. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked if that's a tornado in Bassfield right now. Look at that rotation moving off to the east. And that's caused Jackson to now issue a tornado warning for all of Covington County, almost all of Jones County, northern Forest County, and northern Lamar counties. So, big tornado warning there as this storm is now entering into those regions in those counties I just mentioned. Big area of rotation over Bassfield right now. I would not be shocked if that's a tornado on the ground. Not seeing anything on correlation coefficient. That's good. If you know anybody, and I know most of our viewing area is from Jones County, Covington County, and the Hattiesburg area. So if you would please make sure you're sharing this. Make sure you tell them about this. If you need to watch it on YouTube, it's there on YouTube. Be ready to be in your safe spot, especially as this nears Jones County and Forest County. Right now, I mean, I know I care about everyone that's in the path of this, but also this is really heading towards some highly populated areas as it nears Jones and Jones County and Hattiesburg. I really think I'm not getting any reports from Bassfield as of right now, but I honestly would not be shocked if that was a tornado possible just there in Bassfield, maybe even in Columbia right now. That's why if you're in these tornado warnings, you need to take them serious. Doesn't seem like Jackson's jumping on confirming any of these tornado warnings anytime soon for us here. In case you don't know who I am or you're tuning in for the first time, student meteorologist Ashton Champion here. Yeah, how much longer Marion County might be affected? If you're in Marion County, I would suggest staying bunkered down for now. This is really moving into Columbia now. Sorry. Plenty of areas of rotation here. I mean, look at that, especially over Cantwell Mill. that's a big area of rotation right there. You got another area of rotation over Columbia right now. There's just so much going on that we can't cover it all at once. If you're in one of these tornado warnings, you need to be in your safe spot. All right, perfect. We're getting some rain up here, so I don't know how much longer I'll be fine for. So be ready for that soon. Thank you for everyone watching right now. We're trying to keep this coverage going as long as we can. I know we're about to have some more rain move into where we are here in Jasper County. If I lose internet, so if I lose internet, here's what's going to happen. If I lose internet, Jacob has a setup ready. I'll hop onto that one with him, and we'll go back live as soon as we can there. And so that's what we have for that right now. And so for anyone that just got that tornado warning in Jones County or maybe for the Hattiesburg area, that line has now reached Collins and reached Columbia and is racing off to the east. And it has with it 70-mile-an-hour winds. And I mean, there's probably a tornado or two potentially in there. I answered them. Is there any more bad weather coming towards Smithdale / West Lincoln and Brookhaven? You've gone through the thick of it for now. I know that we had potentially a tornado near Smithdale over there, but you're good now. You're behind that line. You're just going to have rain and lightning for the rest of the night. I mean, this is just so contaminated. Like, I'm sorry I cannot give you the best view of the radar right now. All I can do is interpret it for you. Lots of interference going on the radar tonight, which is not great. But I mean, even in a situation like this, it always looks interfered with anyway. But lots of rotation here with these storms as they race off to the east. But anyways, even if you don't get hit by a tornado, 70-mile-an-hour winds with these. Yeah, you just can't even go with the Hammond radar for the most part. Looking at these tornado warnings in Louisiana, still an observed tornado warning there. This is over the community of Bailey, moving off to the south towards Richardson, towards Bickham, and towards Franklinton, Louisiana. And so I guarantee you that might get extended towards Bogalusa here soon, but also you have an area of rotation over the community of Holton that's moving off to the south as well. Both of those there in Tangipahoa Parish, and then the other one moving into Washington Parish right now. Anyways, farther north, tornado warning that includes Jones County, Forest County, Lamar County, Covington County, and then still the rest of Marion County as these storms move through. Lots of rotation along this line. I can't point you to where one tornado might be on the ground right now. Luckily, not seeing anything confirmed on this line from Jackson. And so that's good for now. But, I mean, this is what reflectivity looks like right now. This is what the radar is giving us back. Not a good sight there from the radar from Jackson. If we look at the radar from Mobile looks a lot better. Definitely looks like a area of rotation entering the Collins area. So if you're in Collins, I hope you're sheltered down right now. And I know I'm telling that to everyone that's in these tornado warnings. But especially if you're there in Covington County, and if you're there still in Marion County and haven't gone through this line yet, you need to be in an interior room because, I mean, the National Weather Service is not warning some of these until after a tornado has already touched down. Definitely the right move to cancel today or tonight. -2. I think I've lost everything once again. For Meridian, Mississippi, right now, I think you're going to avoid the worst of the worst with this. Maybe some heavy rain, maybe some wind, but the worst of that's going to be to the south of you. Yeah, I just lost everything again. We're about to pull up a sky cam from Laurel here very soon. So we'll get an actual eye in the sky of this. Dude, I wish that wasn't so cool. So those tornado warnings there still for Marion County, Marion County, Jones County, Forest County, and Lamar County. You got those two there in the Florida parishes of Louisiana. Overall, this line is still in central Covington County and central Marion County, but will quickly be moving into those areas in Jones County and near Hattiesburg here very shortly. Give me 2 seconds. I have to restart once again. Don't know what's going on with this right now. We keep having this issue pop up. Let me restart it real quick. And then we should be good for another roughly 10 to 15 minutes, hopefully. Oh, it's just down, isn't it? Nope. Okay, we're back. Very good, we're back. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, so that line now, Collins, you're in the thick of it right now. Columbia, you're going through it right now. Tylertown's going through it right now, but also all the way down into Amite City, Louisiana. We're having to use the mobile radar for now. Obvious area of rotation entering Collins right now. You have another one to the north of that that's newly formed. This is kind of south of Raleigh. Don't know how defined that one is, but you can see it on the mobile radar. I'm going to see if we can get access to the Jackson radar site now. Sorry that we're having to jump from radar to radar. A lot of these radar sites having issues tonight as this weather moves through. So sorry about that. I think probably a lot of sources are having this problem. New tornado warning for Tangipahoa Parish. I think they cut off that one down in Tangipahoa. And I believe they did. Yes, they did. Focusing on these tornado warnings here that are moving through Covington County and Marion County. Overall, nothing on the ground right now is what it seems, but you need to stay in that interior room. New tornado warning between Amite City and Covington, Louisiana. That's radar indicated. That expires in 33 minutes. This is just to the east of Lore Ranger, moving off to the southeast across Louisiana Highway 40 and Louisiana Highway 445. Yeah, correlation coefficient's just not loading. Hey, log off the account right now. See if that fixes something. Yes. No, just close it. Just close it. Trying to go to the mobile radar. Go back. Let's give you a Skycam look now from Laurel. See what we can see here. So here's the view from Laurel, Mississippi. This is what we're seeing there. I'm still here. Sorry, just trying to get something done behind the scenes that's going to allow us to have radar once again. Probably about to switch over to radar scope. Going to have to switch over to a new app for now. I'm still here. We're just trying to figure out something in the background while we look at the Skycam here from Laurel. Oh, it's down. Did it just go down? Okay, give us 1 second. Give us 1 second. I'm getting the other radar app ready right now. We're about to have a radar backup. Looks like our main radar that we use, which is Radar Omega, just completely crashed. It just completely went down. And so luckily, I just got it loaded up. We're back. We're gonna be back in like 2 seconds. Just moving us over to where we need to be. That's crazy. Yes, it's right near it. It's on the power pole right there. Sorry, going through some technical difficulties with. Yeah, let me know when it comes back, Jacob. That'd be great. Yeah, okay, so we're back. Bringing back the radar app now. Go back here. This is what we're going to have to look at with the radars now. You can see this line. This is over Collins and Seminary right now. Also over Columbia. Tornado warning that includes Jones County, Forest County, and Lamar counties here. This is for a radar indicated tornado warning. This expires in 43 minutes. This is moving right off to the east. And so no confirmed tornado on this right now. I'll bring back the Skycam as seen from Laurel. This is what we're going to have to use for now because I can't believe that just happened. That's actually going to be a controversial one. Yeah, Radar Omega just completely went down. That's nothing we can deal with. That's not on our end. Overall, looking down a little farther south, we'll go to the Hammond, Louisiana radar. Lots of areas of rotation down here in Louisiana. As you can see, if you are in Hammond, if you're in Hammond, Louisiana, you need to be in your safe spot. If you're north of Ponchatoula, Louisiana, you need to be in your safe spot. Looking a little farther north, this includes areas to the southwest of Folsom, Louisiana, and then also to the northwest of Folsom, Louisiana. This also new tornado warning. This is a radar indicated tornado warning for Franklinton, Louisiana. This is moving right into Franklinton. And honestly, that's a very nice hook I'm seeing on this cell. Let's switch over to velocity now. Can't really see it too much on velocity here beneath the Skycam as seen from Laurel, but a very obvious area of rotation moving into Franklinton, Louisiana, and that also includes Bogalusa and Vernado. Moving up a little farther north, area of rotation, entering Seminary right now. But overall, no confirmation of any tornadoes in Mississippi, at least so far. Sorry about that. Let's bring that back here. This is an area of rotation south of Collins. It's about to move into Jones County. I'm going to bring you back to the Skycam for just 2 seconds. Looks like we might, you should stay off of it because I think that might help us out there, Jacob. Oh my gosh, I forgot we have GR level 2. Or level 3. I'll use that as the backup. Yeah, it's not working. It's still not working. Here, let me go back here. I just realized a program that we have that's going to actually help us out here majorly. I can't even load it. So, all right, here we go. We're back. So here we go once again. Here's a look at our radar as seen from Jackson. Now, if we look at the velocity here, obvious area of rotation here, nearing Seminary. And so this is about to move into Seminary, and this is tornado warned, moving off to the northeast. This will soon enter Jones County. You once again have another area of rotation just off to the south of that, basically moving northwest of Summerall. That's about to move off into southern southern Covington County, and then we'll eventually also move into Jones County. So once again, I want to apologize for the issues we're having right now. normally our number one radar site that we like to use. I like to use it because it looks good, but overall, looks like Radar Omega. I don't know how many of y'all have radar apps, but Radar Omega just completely crashed, and so that's why we can't use that as of right now. Looking off to the south, that's a confirmed tornado between Independence and Covington, Louisiana. Big area of rotation now here, entering Seminary as well. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but there's a lot to cover right now. Big area of rotation over Seminary right now. Currently just a tornado warning. Nothing confirmed on this, but I want to move over to correlation coefficient. We look at the correlation coefficient, and luckily, this is our debris radar. If we saw a big ball of blue, we'd be worried here. Luckily, not seeing any debris being lofted, but honestly, you don't have to see debris being lofted for there to be a tornado there. And like I said, that area of rotation, we have that area of rotation moving over Seminary right now, but we also have another area of rotation basically over Sumrall right now. So two different areas of rotation moving off to the northeast through Covington County and through northern, northern Lamar County. How are we looking at Collins there? I don't have access to the radar on this one. If you're in Collins, please be in your safe spot still. I would stay in your safe spot for about the next 5 to 10 minutes. Overall, I think your tornado threat's gone there in downtown Collins, but not sure exactly where you are there in Collins. So please stay in your safe spot. How's Radar Omega doing?